Like, are you blind to Jesus? Like truly, truly blind to Jesus. And I think people who are truly blind to Jesus are blind almost on purpose. Because we read in Romans chapter 1, everyone knows there's a God. Everyone looks at creation and they know that there's a creator, not just any creator, but God of the Bible, that he is creator, Lord of heaven and earth. And people suppress that truth and unrighteousness. So it's not that they're blind and you know what, I can't see and it's not my fault. No, it's probably more like this. They're shutting their eyes on purpose because you don't want to see what the truth is. And if that's you, I just beg you, open your eyes to see the glory, the majesty, and the love that Jesus has for you. But also for us who have been following Jesus, a lot of us are blind to things in our lives and we have no idea because we're blind. Sometimes we're blind to our own sin and we have no idea because we've been doing it for so long and that we have no idea we're blind to it. That's why it's so important to be in community with other Christians, because one of the most loving yet difficult things you could do for a brother and sister in Christ is to point out their sin in a loving, loving way. Hey, I noticed, hey, when we hang out, hey, you got a really bad mouth. You swear a lot. Have you realized that? Hey, I've noticed when we're acting around the guys when you're at work, you just go in with your coworkers' jokes about other races and women. Do you know you do that when you're around those people? It's so loving to brothers and sisters in Christ that when we are falling short, that we confront people in a loving way. Because sometimes people just have no idea. Sometimes you have no idea. I remember one of my coworkers, going back to the deaf analogy, she had no idea she was going deaf until she realized the volume on the TV was at 100%. And she kept trying to hit the button. She goes, oh, wait a minute. I'm going deaf. I need hearing aids. But the problem was, she was probably deaf way before that point. She was probably going deaf when the TV volume was at 50 or 60, 70, 80, 90. And then finally, it hit her. You need to check our hearts, and I need to check my heart. What are we blind to when it comes to our sin that we need to go to Jesus for forgiveness and healing for? But some of us might just be blurry to Jesus. We've been following Jesus for a while, and you're like, yeah, I get Jesus, but I'm still confused about a lot of things. I'm still confused about Genesis. I'm still confused about that Ezekiel metaphor. Why was he eating food over poop that Pastor John was talking about? How does evolution work? How did dinosaurs get on the ark? I'm still struggling with sin. If I'm believing in Jesus, why do I still struggle with stuff? Stuff in the Christian life is hard, and things might be confusing with you, especially if you're struggling with something. And I just want to read a quote from one of the books that I've read. It's called Deeper, called Real Change for Real Sinners. And you, like me, are sinners. And we need Jesus to come and break into our lives more and more and more. And I just want to read a quote from the book, from Jesus' point of view, just so in case you guys don't get confused. If you're struggling with sin, none of that matters right now. Don't give it another thought. All that matters now is you and me. You know that you are a mess. You are a sinner. Your entire existence has been built around you. Step in out of that storm. Let your heart crack open to joy. I was punished so that you don't have to be. I was arrested so you could go free. I was indicted so you could be exonerated. I was executed so you can be acquitted. And all of that is just the beginning of my love. That proved my love. It is not an end point. It's not only the doorway into my love. Humble yourself enough to receive it. Plunge in parched soul into the sea of my love. There you will find rest and relief and embrace and friendship your heart in the friendship your heart longs for. The wraparound category of your life is not your performance, but God's love. God's love for you is so amazing.